I am back with a new video, and today we're going to be taking a look at some new gear from one of my favorite companies, Tang Tactical, made in the USA. Stick around. So this is actually my first hike since my hip surgery, and it's been about 4 months, I think, something like that. So it has been a long time, and I will say that I was a little apprehensive coming out because I'm just not sure how well my footing would be. But I hiked back from my parking spot back here to the woods where I normally do a lot of my filming, and I have in the past, and it went fine, and I'm fine. So we're going to get into it today. Tang Tactical is a company that I've done reviews on, done several videos in the past. I've reviewed a lot of his gear that he produces, and when I say he, as far as I know, it's pretty much a one-man operation. You know, he designs and sells all this stuff here in the United States. It is all made, you know, by hand in small batches, and the stuff that he makes is phenomenal. It's very well thought out, and there has definitely been an evolution of his gear. Now, the first thing you'll probably notice is this chest pack I'm wearing. This is the new Pioneer chest pack from Tang. It is kind of a hybrid of several of his other chest packs, and what is different about this one is this has a dedicated CCW pocket in the back. It has much more flexibility in that regard, and I'll go through that and show it to you. And then the other piece of gear that I'm sporting today is this new 30-liter daypack. This is the Flint Lock. This is not on the website yet, as far as I know, but I believe it's going to be coming out pretty soon. So I'm testing this one out today, carrying it. And this thing is so feature-rich that it really needs its own video. So here's our chest pack. You'll notice that there is some Maui field here, so you can attach smaller pouches, potentially add like a bungee kit to the front of this, so if you want to tie down some extra gear. And then on the bottom there is also more of this Maui, and this is a great place to put a tourniquet or maybe some more bungee. You also have drain holes for the main pouch. So we have waterproof zippers here, and of course the material that he is utilizing is Cordura material, but I mean, there is water on top of it, and it is beating up. No problem. We've got a slip pocket up front, and in here I have my compass. I have a signal panel. I have a signal mirror. And then I also have some chapstick. So those are kind of my quick grab and go items. And they fit in there very nicely in that pouch. And then the front panel here, this opens up. And it is adjustable with this cord kit. This is included. It comes uninstalled, so if you don't want to put it in, you don't have to. It's just basically running through these slits in the material back here, and that way you can run this cord any way you want. I've got mine set up so everything opens up fully, and I can see the contents. Now the back panel is this fuzzy Velcro type material, so you can put any kind of organizers you want. This organizer I have here, I believe this is just a shotgun shell holder that I got off of Amazon, but it fits in here perfectly, and it's great for a few of my essential tools. And then I've got a small pair of binoculars, I have my notebook and pen, I have map, and then I have my buff. So these are all items that I want to be able to have quick access to. And this cord kit that's included really helps keep that thing from opening up and dumping the contents of your pocket, which is always kind of a concern with these chest packs. Now this is where things start getting a little different with the Pioneer, and why the Pioneer is such a great chest pack, because he's added a CCW pocket in the back, and that allows me to carry my concealed carry firearm, which I am licensed for here in the state. This is a Velcro lined back, and I've added this Velcro holster that I had. But what he's also done is he's added these pull tabs, and this is kind of a rubberized material. So what happens is you leave a tab out. So this allows you to hold that tab and then rip the panel open to access your firearm very quickly. But the really cool thing about this particular pocket is that he has sewn in some more organizers. So there are 3 slip pockets back here, and I've got a tourniquet in this one, but there's also elastic pockets on the front. And those are the same size as a 5.56 magazine. So if you have 20 round magazines and you want to put those in here for, let's say, predator hunting, you could do that. You could, and I think this is something I'm going to be experimenting with, is actually you could zip this up and then run 30 round magazines and just have them sticking out the top. Now if you don't like that option because you still want to carry a pistol, well, there's more ways to do this. So this panel right back here, there's a Velcro pocket back here, and he has come up with magazine inserts that will fit back here. So you could run 3 30-round magazines in the back, run a pistol in this compartment, still have your admin up front, and have it all in one chest pack. That is, I think, the beauty of this Pioneer bag, is that now you have a pack, a chest pack that you can use for a variety of different scenarios. So if you're hiking and you want to carry a gun and a compass, that's not a problem. If you want to do some predator hunting and you want to carry some 20 round mags, you can do that. If you want to quickly turn this into more of a Patriot Minuteman self-defense kind of chest pack and add 30 round magazines, you have that capability as well. So it's really limited to your imagination of what you want to do. Lots of modularity, and then of course this back panel has a very nice soft but durable foam mesh backing, so it doesn't rub on your chest. Does a pretty good job of doing some moisture wicking as well. And then this comes off, and why does this come off? Well, if you take this panel off, there is a separate belt kit that he has made that will attach to this, and now this can become a fanny pack or waist bag, however you want to use it. Once again, more modularity. That is the name of the game with full Tang Tactical. The other super nice feature of this pack that really kind of, I think it makes it stand out above all the other chest packs that I've seen, including some of the Hill People gear ones, is this harness system. It is a H harness system. It has loop material that you can attach accessories to. You have these holes on the side, which is perfect for running bungees and clips and running antennas or wires. So if you're running radios and you want to kind of manage the wire system for your radios, you have that ability. And of course, the other great thing about this harness is that it is completely removable. So now we have the pack that can be turned into a fanny pack or a butt pack. I will tell you that these H harnesses are more comfortable than anything I've used on the market today. And then there you can see his emblem is kind of, it's almost like it's branded in there. It's pretty cool. It's a nice little touch. But I think you can see that the quality on this thing. So this buckle right here, this is adjustable. This actually will come off. It's split, so you can take this off, and that's how you adjust the height of the pack. So if you want to move this up, detach that, move it up to the next slot. If you want to go down, I think there's one more underneath here. I've got this pretty much at the bottom. I wouldn't go much longer for my torso length, but if I want to go higher, there's plenty of space up here to move that buckle up. So I think one thing that a lot of people have, of course, issue with something like this is pricing. You know, anytime you get into these small mom and pop American shops that are making this stuff one at a time, it gets to be very expensive. And of course, when you're sourcing materials that are all top-notch military grade, or better, you are going to pay a premium for that. This is not being manufactured overseas in a factory someplace. So you need to be aware of that when you're making your decision on purchasing this stuff. Now, the base price for this bag is, I think, around $180, something like that. It's under $200, and it's the pack and it's the harness, and that's it. So you have to purchase the pouches that go inside of it if you want like an organizer or holster. If you want that belt kit that's going to convert it into a fanny pack, which we'll be going over at another video, that's a separate item as well. But also there is a warranty with this. He stands behind his products. If you have issues, he will make it right. I know that for a fact. And you're supporting a U.S. company, and that's great for the economy. And I hear this all the time when I do videos on cheaper gear. They're like, well, it's made in China, it's junk, and I don't want to support China. Well, here's your chance. Put your money where your mouth is, and spend the extra dollars on gear like this, because it's going to last you forever. And there's nothing wrong with buying cheaper gear if that's all you can afford. Not everybody has money, especially in today's economy. But if you have the cash and you want to buy something once and be done with it, this is well worth the money and the look at. So I carried this thing today on my hike, and base weight on this thing, I haven't weighed this thing yet, but I'll put a caption down below telling you what the base weight is. I would have to guess it's probably 2 or 3 pounds with my pistol loaded. But what I love about it is, as a base kind of survival kit, I can have all my essentials: navigation, fire making, binoculars, pistol. And that way, if I'm away from camp and I have to drop my pack, I at least have some things that are going to get me through a tough situation. And that's what I love about chest packs. They are so versatile in that regard. All right, I hope you found this video useful. Now, do me a favor, go down to the full Tang Tactical link, check out the pack, check out his other products. Be on the lookout for more reviews on this pack, also on the Flint Lock backpack, which I showed you, because they are coming, and this is going to be my go-to gear for the rest of this year and into next, because I have a lot of plans to do stuff with this, do some overnights, do some hunting with it, hiking. We'll do some bug out type stuff with it. We'll just try it in all the different configurations and see just how modular this stuff is, and really put it to its test, because I think it's well worth it. It needs to be tested. It's begging to be tested. It's such fantastic, well-made gear. And then also leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. And we'll see you next time on The Prepared Wanderer.